If you're an American who moves abroad, even after you get a residence permit in your new location, you'll still be a U.S. citizen. That means you'll always need your U.S. passport. And at some point, you'll probably need to visit a U.S. consulate or embassy. I'm Darian, an American who moved to the Netherlands, and this is part 18 of 31 things Americans should consider when planning a move abroad. Today's topic is your nearest U.S. consulate or embassy and why it matters. So, what can a U.S. embassy actually do for you? The U.S. State Department Bureau of Consular Affairs describes its mission as the highest priority of the Bureau of Consular Affairs is to protect the lives and serve the interests of U.S. citizens abroad. Across the globe, we serve our fellow citizens during some of the most important moments in their lives: births, adoptions, medical emergencies, deaths, arrests, and disasters. That's a pretty broad job description, but in everyday life, what does that mean for you? If you're a mid career professional living abroad, chances are you'll need a US consulate or embassy at some point. If, for example, you need to renew your passport, depending on where you are, you may be able to renew by mail, but not always. If you have a baby, you'll need a consular report of birth abroad or CRBA to get your child a US passport. If you need notarization for a US document, some states might allow it online, but others don't. So you'll need to go to the embassy if you want something like a power of attorney or affidavit notarized. If you're in a crisis, they provide emergency assistance like lost passports, legal trouble, or evacuations. So what if there's no embassy nearby? Right now, the US Embassy in the Netherlands is closed for planned maintenance. So if I need consular services, I would have to go to another country. Luckily, my last passport renewal at the US Embassy in Amsterdam was totally smooth. Security was intense, but once I was inside, they were friendly and efficient, and my new passport arrived just a few weeks later. If I needed to do that today, though, I'd have to travel. This is why you need to know where your nearest US embassy is. You may not need it often, but when you do, you don't want to be figuring it out if it's an emergency. So I hope to see you tomorrow for part 19.